Cinque Terre, the Five Lands, a collection of 5 villages that dot Italy's northwest coast. They've sat gazing out over the Ligurian Sea for millennia. We chose its northernmost village, Monterosso al Mare, as our home base to explore this incredibly beautiful and iconic corner of the world. You can experience Cinque Terre by boat, exploring the hidden secret spots where the land meets the sea, or by land, walking the many trails that connect these ancient villages to each other. What you'll learn is that Cinque Terre isn't just the 5 villages.
Well, basically, the people come here thinking that the meaning of Cinque Terre is this community of the 5 villages, but it's not, in fact. The meaning of terra, which literally means land, is the historical evolution of the old families that first, talking about 2,000 years ago, start to settle on top of the mountain, and then with time came down to the water and build up another village to appreciate what the water can give. And that's so in this way each village has its own mirror village on top, and same family name you'll find on the village on the water will be the same family name up on the top of the hill.
Niccolo was born here, so we took his advice and hiked the trail that connects the mountaintop village of Volastra to Corniglia, the smallest of the 5 coastal villages. To reach the trailhead, we caught the train south from the Monterosso station to the next town, Manarola. It's only 5 miles and takes about 15 minutes. We explored this charming fishing village that's home to only about 400 people. But in the height of summer, there were a few more here than that. The hike we had planned wasn't that intense, but I'll use any excuse to hit an Italian bakery and fueled up on the amazing focaccia at pane e pomate.
We're kind of on the move today, so just going for something real simple for breakfast.
You can't beat focaccia for breakfast.
This is so good.
We made our way up the hill to the next stop on our journey to the trailhead, checking out the cool shops and stepping in to take a look at the beautiful Church of San Lorenzo at the top of the hill. It's one of the 3 Ligurian Gothic-style churches that date to the 14th century and even earlier that you'll have a chance to see on this hike, and well worth the look while you wait for the bus. The shuttle takes you to the mountaintop village of Volastra, a tiny hamlet surrounded by vineyards and olive trees. From up here, we could enjoy the breathtaking views up and down the coastline. I'm from California, and this reminded me of Big Sur, where towering mountains fall sharply into the sea. If you want to feel the power of nature and how small we are in its presence, come to a place like this. This is your chance to experience the second and oldest of the 3 churches, Nostra Signora della Salud, Our Lady of Health, constructed in the year 1240, nearly 100 years before the one in Manarola. Cinque Terre has a rich history of agriculture and wine production, and the grapes and vineyards were everywhere up here. We snaked our way down the mountain through terraced vineyards that had been here for millennia, all the way to Corniglia, and it was unforgettable. Word of advice, don't forget to bring your camera.
Well, we budgeted 90 minutes for this hike, but I think it might take a little longer than that because of all the photo opportunities along the way. It's just absolutely gorgeous up here.
These cliffs are about 1,000 feet, and the climate up here can be vastly different from the fishing villages down below, and we often felt the cool fog kiss our faces with moisture. No doubt this is one of the factors that makes it such an amazing environment for cultivating wine grapes.
We are literally up in the clouds on this hike. Just absolutely amazing.
You'll pass through farms and backyards all the way down that offer an intimate look into the life of a local farmer that hasn't changed much in 200 years. They care for their vines in this challenging setting, harvest their grapes as best they can, and maintain the same walls their ancestors built more than 1,000 years ago.
This entire region is based in the wine industry and always has been. And these terraced farms that grow grapes have agricultural and cultural roots that go back thousands of years. And it's said that to be a winemaker in this region, you have to be part engineer, part stonemason, part farmer, and part winemaker in order to get the job done. And as you're walking through here and you see these terrace walls that are millennia old, it's just an incredible up-close look at the ancient culture that exists here.
The terrain can be challenging, so wear quality footwear. You wouldn't want to take a tumble down this. As we got closer, Corniglia began to peek at us through the trees, and we marked our progress by the growing size of the Church of San Pietro's iconic bell tower.
We are on the ascent now into Corniglia, and it's pretty steep. You know, they always say the hard part is getting down.
After a little less than 90 minutes, we reached the outskirts of the village, and even though we'd kept well hydrated, the August heat made us happy to see the fountain of fresh, cold water at the bottom.
It's only about a 90-minute hike. We got here a little less than that. There's a nice cold fountain here on the other end. So nice.
Corniglia is the smallest of the 5 main villages in Cinque Terre, and only about 150 people call it home. It'll stay that way because being situated on top of a jagged 300-foot tall promontory overlooking the sea, there's nowhere to expand. This location might not be great for a beach town, but it made an important lookout post for the Roman Empire, and the commanding views from up here make it clear why. It was famous throughout Rome for its wine production, with jugs of its grappa being found as far away as Pompeii. Our first stop exploring here was the Church of San Pietro. This third church we'd visit on this hike is a beautiful example of Gothic and Baroque styles that dates to 1334 and is considered by many to be one of the most gorgeous in all of Cinque Terre. Corniglia's narrow, twisting alleys and pastel houses made it the perfect way to round out the day after a spectacular hike. But to get in or out of this hamlet, you have to tackle the Lardarina.
But you're still not quite done when you hit the town. You got to do this staircase, and it is a lot of stairs.
383 to be exact. From there, it was an easy walk to the train. This hike was incredible, with its scenic vistas, challenging terrain, and remote historic feel. Our walk through Cinque Terre is one we'll remember forever.